YouTube, what's going on? We back, Cherry Limeade. Another edition of What's in the Box? What's in the Box? But basically I did a little switch up. So no more LT2. That's actually here. Somebody's about to come pick this up in a little bit. But basically I got this for $500. Ported from Vengeance Racing. Somebody sold it online on eBay. I won the auction, a little bit less than $400. So that's what made me switch up to the MSD. I had MSD previous on Grey Goose, which was my 2017 1LE stick car, and I had that with a 95. And like I said, back then there was no I went from a ported LT1, MSD, and that was a ported LT1, then a regular MSD. But when I got Cherry Limeade, the LT2s were just coming out. So that's what I got. Did me good. Had it with a Porter 87 from K-Tech. And car ran, 11.1 best. Basically 11.1, 11.4s is what you can expect from 121 to 124 was my mile per hour. But I decided to switch it up a little bit. Switched up a few things. So this is the new JLT intake manifold. Right now it's on the 3-inch piping, but it does have a 5-inch. And I'm gonna do that later on when I get a retune. So I got that. But what's in the box is that shiny thing from K-Tech, 103 millimeter throttle body. Like I said, Port 87 is what I've had before on Grey Goose and Cherry Limeade. And then, actually on Grey Goose, I switched up from a Port 87 to a 95. But I didn't really notice nothing changed. My times were the same, miles per hour were the same as far as anything noticeable. So I'm good on the 87 ported, but that's another reason why I'm not really going back to a 95. I've never had a 103, so here it is, 103. And I'm gonna put that on. I have the retune in a few weeks, but I think it'll be okay. But if not, I don't really drive this car anyway every day, and I got a daily, and I'm really just wanting it to be ready before this Whip Fest down here at Texas Motorplex in late June. So basically gonna put that 103 on. But yeah, so I changed up. So again, Rotofab to the JLT. It's gonna be 87 ported to 103. LT2 non-ported to slightly ported MSD. I looked at it. It's Vengeance. I don't know if it was a deep like a Prey port or a GPI port, but you could tell they cleaned up the runners, but it doesn't look like a super deep porting job, but it should be okay. And all that's gonna be to work up to, hopefully, I keep on saying this year after year, but I got all the parts except for the heads, but going with a BTR 220 cam, most likely. I have all the parts, but I've been thinking about lately about going to a BTR 225 cam. So let me know, YouTube, do 220 or 225. I got an auto, so that's why I was leaning 220, but I see conflicting information about 225 still be pretty much cool on the stock converter. And I got one of the best tuners in the game, so I think I'll be all right. So I'm thinking about switching up, but again, I don't want it to be too rowdy as far as chopping and all that, because I'm kind of trying to keep it a little bit stealth. That's always been my motto, so that's another reason why I was leaning on 220. But yeah, YouTube, just a little update on Cherry Limeade. Changed up the mods. Right now, should be done and retuned end of June, and then, or middle of June, and then end of June will be the first test at the Texas Whip Fest, which is going to be crazy hot. So that's the only thing that I guess we'll see. You know, if it stays same times or better in super hot weather, then there's an improvement. But that's all. Just like I said, these are just the build up to the prep for the cam. That's why I switched over, because I'm going to be trying to do the cam here either early next year or before the end of this year. But all right, YouTube, we out of here.